Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So in today's one, I'm going to be showing you all how to use the driver's display and the infotainment screen on the new Buick Envista. The reason being that some of the options are a bit complicated to get into, and they are not that complicated because they are right there on your steering wheel. So it's just that you have to figure out how to use them. So I thought let me make a video and show you how to use all these options on the new Envista. So on this new Buick Envista, you get 8-inch digital driver's display and an 11-inch infotainment screen. So first I'm going to start with the driver's display. So in order to operate the driver's display, the dial has been given out here, the scroller one. So you use this to select into different options. Now this is the view that you usually get to see, but you can change that by long pressing this for about 2 seconds, leave it, and then you see the options on your screen which shows you gauge 1, gauge 2. You can go into gauge 2. This is a different design. Then long press again the same button, then you go into the vehicle info. The vehicle info shows you your trip information and everything in here. Long press again and you are led into the infotainment system, and long press again and then you can have a clean look. So that's basically how you use the driver's display and all the controls using this scroller dial that has been given. So yeah, let me go into the first gauge view. Let me do that, and then this is how it is. Now you can even display the information on your driver's display, and in order to do that you go into this infotainment screen. Now the menu options are in here. So what you do is you go to this option which is your maintenance gauges and the trip one, and what you do is you have this trip information, you press that one and you remove it or put it into the cluster. So let me do and show you, and when I put it into the cluster you see it's in here. Now let me actually pan away and show you when I press that option what happens. We'll go into another option which is your fuel economy. So if you want to see your fuel economy on your driver's display, you press this show in cluster, and there you go, you have the fuel economy on your driver's display. And the same way you can go into the gauges where you can see your battery voltage, coolant temperature, then your trip information which we just saw, then your maintenance information. Let's say you want to see the tire pressure, you can go in there and show in cluster and you will have the information on the driver's display. So that's how you use all the functions on this driver's display. It's pretty straightforward that way. It's not that difficult at all, if I'm honest. It's just that it needs a bit of understanding as to where the options are. Some of them are in here in this screen, and then some of them are using the dial and the combination of all that. Now when we come to this infotainment screen, so you get an 11-inch infotainment system on this new Buick Envista, and in order to operate, again this is your main home screen. So the home button is given out here. There are touch buttons given on the edge on the left side so that it's easier for the driver to use these buttons. And there is also a volume dial that is given, a knob and on off button. Using that you can switch it on and off the volume. And then the first options that you see here are the Android Auto, then your Apple CarPlay, and then the settings. So you go into the settings, then you see your date and time. What else do you see? There is language options, so English, French and the Spanish options that you find. Then the phone options where you are connected to the different phones in here, you will see that. Then the Wi-Fi network, so if you're connected to your phone, and then you can give the Wi-Fi to the passengers in the car, and then you can even manage the Wi-Fi hotspot in here, the name, the password and the hotspot data that you are sharing with the devices. So you can see on and off, you can switch that from here. Then we go back, and the privacy, so the location services for the OnStar system. So on this Envista you get the OnStar safety systems and also the SOS button for emergency purposes or anything. In fact, if you have any help you want from the car, you can just press the OnStar button and you can get help. Then there is the vehicle to phone sharing option, what the vehicle will share to the phone. Then the display options, you can turn off the display from in here. We go down, then the sound option, you have 6-speaker music system on this and also a Sirius XM trial package. Then we go down and we have the units, you can change it to US or metric, whichever country you're using this car in, change it to that. Then the update options, you can check for updates, the previous updates and the preferences that you can set. So when you're connected to the data package, the car will automatically download the different updates for you. Then the about, where it shows you all the open source software, everything, all the details in here. Then the reset options, which you press and then you can reset the vehicle. So if you are, let's say, selling this car, so you want to remove all your data from this car, then you can erase the infotainment data and the vehicle settings, and basically the car would return to the stock. And the next option is the vehicle option, inside which there is a teen driver option. So if you want to limit the certain features of the car for a teenager driver so that they have good driving decisions, then you can switch to this mode. The rear seat reminder, climate, air quality, collision detection, all the safety systems, lighting, power door, remote unlock, start stop, seating position. The next option, apps, customize your audio, phone, OnStar services, all of that. Then we come back to the system menu. The next options are from the top. Let me begin. So you have the music option, which is the AM, FM, the Sirius XM, as I was mentioning, your Bluetooth, which is right now my phone which is connected, and then you have the add device option where you can add more devices to your car. So you press this plus button and you can then go into your phone and you will see the Buick option mentioned on the Bluetooth connection, my Buick precisely. Then we go back and then there is the phone option. So when your phone is connected, it will show you all the different options on this screen, where you can even manage your phone, which phone you want to connect to. So you can go to the individual options, which is Android Auto. You can even press and see is the first one to connect, or you can even forget. You can change all the options in here. Then we go back and then there is the traction control. So traction control, you can switch it off. You can even leave the traction control and switch off the electronic stability, or you can leave both the traction control and the electronic stability on. So in the middle option, the traction control remains on and the electronic stability switches off, whereas in the third option, the traction control and the electronic stability both remain on. Then we go back. So these are straightforward options with which you can change. Then we saw this option where you can change the different options on your driver's display, or you can even see these options on your infotainment screen. So you have multiple views across, like right now you can see the tire pressure on this screen, then the trip information, the fuel economy, you go into trip, then gauges, you can have this also, or the maintenance. So lots of options that you can see from this menu option. Then we go into the home button and we are back into this, and you can even long press these options and you can change them. You can customize your screen. So if you want to see this icon settings, long press it and move it wherever you want to see it, so it will automatically adjust the other icons for you on the screen. And if you want to change the date, you press the date here, then you can change the date, format, time, everything from in here, or you can leave it in automatic and the car will automatically set all the dates and the time and everything for you. So that was it for this video. I hope this video was helpful in understanding how to use the driver's display and the infotainment system on this new Buick Envista. If you want me to do more of these sort of videos explaining how these systems work, then let me know in the comment section below and I will make sure to get it for the other cars also. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like on this video and make sure to share it so that you can help more people. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, then you can click here, and if you want to watch more videos, then click here. I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye, take care and drive safe.